guys, it's me again, Anir. We're Road League Trucking. Today is Sunday, like I mentioned before. I'm gonna show you what I do when I come to the truck on Sundays. Usually I bring all my groceries, I'll bring all my clean clothes that I go through the week, and I set my truck up before I go out on Monday morning. I already have a load assigned for tomorrow, picking up here locally in the same area in Greenville, and heading back to Tennessee, at lovely Tennessee. I like Tennessee. But I'll show you a little bit of how I do my process here in the truck and how I pick up. I know the video might be long. I might speed it up a little bit, and I'll explain some things here and there as I go through it. But this is usually a routine that I do every single Sunday. I like to come on Sunday, even though my load it doesn't pick up until 8 in the morning. There's not something that I don't like, and it's rushing. I hate rushing with a passion, because then you either forget something, you don't do the stuff right. You know, there's many things that can happen when you're rushing. I think that's something that I picked up while being in the military. And it's a bad military habit. Some people might want to see it as a bad habit, but you know, some people don't. That being said, let's get started, and I'll show you what I do. The first thing I do is put all my groceries away. We have a freezer right here. This is a little fridge that I bought to keep in the truck. Usually what I put in there are some energy drinks. They're called Excess Energy Drinks. Amway Corporation is the one that makes them. You have to buy them online to one of their business partners, but to me that's one of my favorites, and especially the root beer flavor. I usually buy that and buy some cold coffee, and this is where I usually keep it. I don't have a TV on the truck or anything else. There's a TV mount on the back, but I don't have a TV because since I'm only here weekly, I don't watch a lot of TV. I have an iPad or a computer, and that's usually where I use the most. But this is what I do here. I put everything on this freezer right here, and that's what I'll use throughout the week to make sure that I'll keep my and save that money. It's all about saving that money. If you know, I had a buddy that had a big sleeper truck, like a big truck that looks like an RV, and he always kept buying food on the outside. Like, there's no point if you're not saving that money on the food. I think the best bet if you're gonna be out here is saving money. I don't even throw these bags away. I usually save them. I use them as garbage bags and stuff like that. So you know. That being said, let me put the stuff here and then we'll continue. That being said, everything put away. With my food, I usually try to keep everything simple in a place where I can find everything and easy for me to get to, especially when you're driving. You don't want to be scattering around or anything. It can be a hassle. See here, like I usually have a storage out here as well on top. This is the best part here, condensed milk for my coffee. Apparently they gave me a birthday present. My birthday was 4 days ago, and they gave me a birthday present. I'm gonna open up with you guys during the week and show you guys. That way we can go through it and see it together. I'll show you here in a minute what the stuff looks like, how I put it. You know, everybody has their own setup. I try to keep it. You know, when I was first riding with my own company, I was riding with a good friend of mine. That he's the one that showed me everything related to trucking. So the Cascadia that I have, the inside was a little bit bigger. This whole chest right here was like a bigger complete cabinet. It wasn't split. This one, I guess they split it so they can put the microwave on it. So they can put the microwave, like I'll show you guys here. So you know, they split it here so they can put the microwave. I put someone like the regular necessities up top there. I don't use the top bunk at all, so I usually have it like that. You know, usually when they gave me this truck, that's the way they came. Mattress there, I don't know what to do with it. I'll probably take it out, give it to them or something, but I usually use the top bunk for like storage. And then here I keep my other side of the foot, the goodies. But you know how you see, you have storage, you just gotta set it up as you want. Like, and on there I got more storage where like I can put my chips and stuff like that. And then here I got my cleaning supplies. I try to keep that separate from my food. That being done, my next step is going to be my clothes. I usually bring my clothes and I like to set them up in my closet and in places where I can find them, and not rushing to get into anything where I don't find my clothes. Another thing that I like to set up is my iPad and my information for tomorrow. I'll go through it in a minute here. Alrighty, that being done, next step, what I do, I have a small little vacuum here. It has a little brush on the top. I usually try to keep it clean here. Take all the dust, any pebbles, anything that I might catch during the entire week out. I do have a little carpet that I put here, or a little, not a carpet, but a little like doorbell mat that I put in here, or door mat that I put, and I usually try to keep this area clean. Right now I got my shoes on, but I usually even take my shoes off, because when you go out on those parking lots in the truck stops, they're really, really dirty. People pee all over the place. They throw garbage all over the place, so I don't want to drag that into the area where I usually sit at the most, and I spend most of my time. So next part, back in. Once that is accomplished, I get my wipes and I wipe the entire floor out. And once I do that, then I'll put a carpet and I'll take my shoes off. I don't like I said, I don't like being here with my shoes. Everything outside, especially in the truck stops, are really, really dirty. And you know, people get their pee and garbage and defecate all over the place sometimes, and it's nasty. So I usually grab a big wipe and fold it in a couple of places and start cleaning the floor. All right, it smells better. So this is what I took it about right here. See, this is usually what I get to put on the floor. See, this one is new. I had another one, but it was lighter, so I decided to go with like a darker color. I just usually put it on the floor. Then I'll step on it. You know. Now this thing here now starts making sense now, and for me at least, on how I like to run my stuff, so that way I have a certain weight. You gotta keep this handy, because sometimes you go to places and they want you to have this. So I usually keep it on top of the driver door. But let me give you guys a little tour right here. So once I'm set up here, see, I set up my bed. I usually keep the jacket over there. I started bringing my jacket on. Last time I was up in the road, I was up in Tennessee and got really, really cold. I grew up in Florida, so me and the cold don't go well too good right now. So I said, hey, I gotta get my jacket on. But this is usually how I keep stuff up. See my carpet in the floor. I have a little suitcase down there. I have a little potty right there in case of emergencies. I barely use it, but it's always good to have. You know, that's something that you can plan. I got my microwave here. I got my little fridge. I got my breakfast for tomorrow here. More food on there. Let me show you how this thing looks once it's full. For example, like I like to eat a lot of marine calendars, and that's usually what I have the most. And the most important part is this right here. I gotta find a place where my daughter gave it to me as a farewell trip. She always usually drive something for me, so I can keep it on the road with me, so I can remember them. That being said, I know this video is a little bit longer. I'm gonna fast forward so you don't have to watch me put stuff away and everything. If you like what you see, if you want to see something extra, please like, share, subscribe. I'm sorry if, you know, it's a little bit dark in here, but please comment down below, share, subscribe. See you on the next subscribe. Keep up late trucking.